when your message first popped up, and I saw sorry,
No, no,
and then just saw the first line, and it was like, hey, I'm sorry about this. I was expecting you were just not going to be here tonight, so to hear for like a 20-minute wait,
yeah.
all good.
So, as you may have just heard, the DM has explained why we are late. We're very
Yep.
naughty, and we won't be doing it again. Probably. Until next week.
Or will we?
Or will we? DM, it's Sunday. It's the investigators. It's Damage does D&D. Amazing. Take it away.
Woo! So, where we are? Where are we? Where are we? We are in the middle of a little thing. You know, those things. Little courtyard surrounded by buildings, chasing down the latest rift that was opening up right next to the capital of Kantichi, in the suburb or industrial district of Passa. We'd found out the location of this and had prepared some defences against what might come through, while Mazdak had also been preparing his ability to manipulate the fabric of the weave of the world, its very self, in the hopes that he could close the rift or halt the opening of the rift before it got to do so. Which is exactly where we left off 2 weeks ago today. And now we pick up. Mazdak,
Yes.
can you roll your weave manipulation check, please?
I certainly can. Weave manipulation. I get a +7 to this, so let's... That's not gone well. No. There's only one way it could get worse.
So, hang on.
It's what you're trying to do.
Just
Does that
wait
include
for
the
my
flash
interloper
genius?
to clear out. Thank you. So,
Include the +5 from Flash of Genius.
you
I
did have that.
could.
It's a 14.
That'll put it up to a 14. So yeah, okay, I'll do that.
Okay.
Don't think it's gonna.
So
help,
as you tune into the weave in the same way that you've been practicing for days now, you just try and get a grip, but just the situation, the stress, everything that's been piling on top of you, you don't manage to just nip that in time, and this thing just pushes out and forms in front of you.
Cool. Shit.
Inspiration?
And almost
I do have inspiration actually. Can I use that inspiration to reroll?
it's a point you're allowed to re-roll.
That's better. That's 22.
Okay.
That includes +5 as well.
I can only use +5 once. I thought.
Never I can give it you again.
Okay.
Technically, the
Yeah, it's not used as advantage. It is a second roll, so you
Yeah.
don't get to apply that.
No,
that's
I didn't think so.
Okay.
So yeah, 22.
Okay. It is higher than the first originally. So,
Sorry.
as you try to hook in and just feel the weave, and as it just bends and swirls and spirals into this single point that you can feel the rift it's going to open from, you just wrap your weave manipulation around it to try and contain it and just compress it in to stop it from shifting. But as you hold, it just begins to resist and push back out.
Okay.
And you fail to contain the rift.
Okay. Do I take any damage or
No,
no? Okay, cool.
no, you're okay. You just, like, it's just two things pushing against each other, and eventually you sort of realise what's happening and can just drop it
Yeah.
without saying.
It's not possible to contain it. It's going to come through any second.
So as this thing just sort of twists and erupts into existence out of a single point of nothing
The
in
pit,
front of
the
you.
pit.
The,
Amble
the,
shout
pit's,
out.
the pit's already there.
Oh, it's already done. Okay, cool.
That was already done. Yes, there is the brown
Brown
ring on the map.
We just need to set it on fire now.
Just,
Seeing that Mazdak's failed to be able to fully contain it, I think I'm going to step between him and the rift to try and keep him safe.
The last session, Kral did tell Bernier and Sasha that they need to be the wall to stop this thing, and he will protect them as that.
okay. So as get the screens in order. So as that happens, and this pinky purple ball just expands into existence, almost immediately you see something just fall through, four-legged, directly down into the pit. Another one falls directly into the pit, and they start sort of popping out of all sides of this thing.
Where I am now, I'll chuck one of the or light, just with, like, click my fingers, light one of the fuses, and chuck one of the acid grenades,
Okay.
the tinker grenade, in as they're falling down. Just
Down into the pit.
yeah.
Okay. Just do a quick dex check for me as targeting.
Oh yeah. Okay. Non-natural 20.
Sure. You manage just to thread it between the opening of the pit and the rift that's open. You get it down. Roll me 4d8, please.
Oh wow, they're that much. Jesus. Not complaining. 1, 2, 3. Have I got a green one? Yeah, that's kind of green, isn't it? Why not make one of them greeny?
It's like an average of 16 damage. It's not that much.
6, 10, 13.
It's not even part of Nasdaq.
1, 2, 4, and 6. Awful.
Okay. Okay. As these things begin popping out, you can get an idea of what they are. They are big, hulking, four-legged creatures. They look, the body just looks rock solid, like almost like it is made of rock. And all the way from the top of their head down the back is like plate armor, like natural. Well, it sort of looks natural. It looks metallic, but it sort of appears fused to them like armadillo plate would be. And as they pop out the sides, a couple of them manage to scramble up the edge. And I don't know if... Oh, Atan, you might see from your rooftop.
Mhm.
But those that are piling into the pit appear to start digging.
Okay. So I will shout out. They're digging. They're diggers.
Shall we roll initiative?
I think that's probably a good idea.
Yep. Oh dear.
That's not brilliant.
Wow. Ash with this. Kral with a 7.
I got a 9.
Stack with a 9. Yeah, you're in there. Bernier's in. $18 for Morgrax. Just need Bug and Atam.
I'm done.
So,
I'm shocked, to be honest.
17 for me.
18. Probably in there. Yeah, right. Okay. So, okay, yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it that way. So, I'll try and. Bloop. That one could come out first. Let's throw out. Bloop. As they sort of are coming out of all sides of the rift and they're sort of bumping off of each other, a couple of them seem to get enough to make it all the way to the edge of the pit. Sasha, you are first to react.
How deep is it?
Did we define how deep that was?
How deep is your pit?
30 feet.
Should I do the foolish, reckless thing?
Absolutely.
There's a lot of them down there.
Absolutely.
Just do it.
I'm going to activate my radiant consumption and jump in the hole.
Okay. Sasha goes hole diving.
Marvellous.
So anything within 10 feet of me takes 6 radiant damage every turn, including myself. But I take half of that, so. And one creature in particular takes 11 if I attack them directly. But that's my and I'm also going to rage.
Okay. You fall on a pile of creatures. Get an echo of someone.
Yes, James.
What's up?
Martin's
Get a bit of
echoing
that.
through you.
What do you have to? Well, I was just going to dig out. Yeah, there you are. Right. You got an image of the creature in the investigator's chat.
Pretty.
So you jump down the pit, land on a pile of these things. Some of them have already started digging off into the side of the pit. You've got, let's say, 4 of them that turn to engage with you.
Yeah, so it was my action to activate radiant consumption. My bonus action was to Rajay. And yeah, so at the end of my turn, all creatures within 10 feet, including myself, take 6 radiant damage.
Okay. Oh, whoops, daisy.
Take 3 because I am resistant.
There you go. You got 4 of them in the pit with you.
I mean, that can only end well, right?
Seems like fair odds.
Just roll.
Well, you know, they're digging, so, you know.
initiative for them.
Sneak attack because, you know, they're not paying attention, they're digging. Worth a try.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe it's more sneak a splat because I've jumped in on top of them.
Whack-a-mole.
Okay. And they all take 6 damage on your turn.
At the end of my turn, yeah.
Okay. Do that. Okay. So, yeah, there's one that lands next to Bernia, and it sort of, as it lands, it steadies itself. It sort of looks around, sniffs the air, looks at you, Bernia, like almost with a look of like, "Are you going to give me problems?" But doesn't immediately do anything. There's one round the back. Yeah, that one's gonna shift over there. Come and stand next to his mate. Morgrax, what are you doing?
Firstly, I am going to cast Bless. Targeting, sorry, I need to zoom in here because I can't see names. Bernia, Sasha, and Brawl.
You probably won't be able to get Sasha because she's in the pit. You can't see her.
In that case, Bernia, Crawl, and Atan.
You probably won't get me because I am 30 or so.
Dodge is all. Bernia, Crawl, and Bug then, who I believe are all on the same level as me, and are in my field of view.
Okay.
Yes?
Yeah.
Okay, I just paused, you know, making sure that one was allowed. So giving space for anyone else to act up. I'm beside Bernia then to give a bit of support.
So we're coming in full sass mode tonight, and I love it.
Awesome.
And then, yeah, I'm gonna just try giving it a basic smack with the mace.
Okay.
Sorry, what did you do to us?
Bless.
Bless.
Bless. Okay, thank you.
But that was only a 10 to hit, so I presume that's a miss. And I am now concentration, which I should now put on my
Yeah.
health.
That is a miss, I'm afraid.
No worries. At least it was a try. That was it for me then, for a moment.
Atan.
Yes. So, not wanting to test the boundaries because you've got Sasha right there, I am going to, you'll see Atan just go into his back, and I'll pull out a crossbow and I'll attempt to fire at that one there.
Okay. One on the right. Should I give these individual names so you know, or are you happy just pointing at them?
Yeah, you can just point, can't we?
Pointing is fine.
No, I miss. It's fine.
If you're talking to us, Mr. you are muted.
Thank you. I was going to say, if you give them individual names, it'll hurt more when we kill them, because we will have formed multiple bonds.
I meant just more like creature A, creature B, not just like Gerald and Stanislav.
You try calling them A's and B's, and we'll be coming up with Allens and Barrys.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Yeah, that's everything I can do. I only get one attack, and I don't have any bonus actions. So
Okay.
that's me.
You could have tried casting a spell at them. Oh, you wouldn't.
Well, yes, but the only spells I have, which I would have done that and not directly hitting them, I can't do because Sasha's right there.
Fair. Okay. It is one in the pit with Sasha. So he immediately, as you just sort of dropped in aggressively, is just going to sort of lunge forward with a head and try and headbutt you. Fuck. It's a good start for me with a natural 20.
Oof.
Wow.
Um,
So essentially full damage then.
TPK. TPK.
Yep, that's crit damage. That's right, that's it's 22 points of bludgeoning damage. Obviously, you can halve because rage. And can you make a strength saving throw, please?
Yes. 12.
12. As this thing just square in the sternum, because they're quite tall, it catches you off guard and you fall prone.
Did you not roll that with advantage if you're raging?
You would, yeah.
Oh yeah. 28. Bit of a difference.
Bit of a difference. You take it, no problem, and you
I
stay
don't
on
even
your feet.
flinch. I'm like,
So that was quite the difference. But then it does go in to try and bite you with a 15 to hit.
no.
No. Okay. Right. There is a house in New Orleans. There is another one that clambers out of the pit. But that can stay there for now.
Did it go past me?
No, these are ones that are still coming out of the
Okay.
rift that don't fall in the pit.
Okay.
Or just
I'll let
catch
it
the edge
I'll
and
let it
crawl
off.
up. But the next one is one in the pit with you, so he goes for it. Whoops, I rolled the damage before rolling to hit. It does try to headbutt you with a 16.
Nope.
And bite with a nothing. With an 11. Bug, your turn.
Definitely not.
Okay. Right. So I am going to cast Summon Elementable.
I was hoping for a fireball. Come on, James.
Yeah, something that's nothing to do with fire. So I'm going to do a level 6 Thalaman Elemental
Yep.
and an Earth Elemental with a Pia. Just
with a pit.
there. Oh, it's not pinging. Hold on. How do we ping?
Press and hold.
There we go. Just
Over here.
behind that other dude there. And it is going to do its 3 slam attacks against that guy.
Can I not add you to the map, please? Put it in there. Things not adding to thing. Come on, roll 20. Let me add something. Add to the map. Add to. Oh, that one went in.
Got a natural 20. What more do you want?
There we go. Right. I've done it as an elemental horse. There you go.
That's fine.
Control.
Okay, so it has 3 slam attacks against that beastie.
Okay.
Plus 8, so that was a natural 20, a natural 1, and a 17, and a 16.
The natural 20 hits, the others don't.
Okay. So that is... We're right. That's the right dice. That is 16, 26 points of bludgeoning damage.
Nice. Does that count as magical bludgeoning damage?
I don't know. Does it? It just says spells levels. No, bludgeoning damage. Well, I don't think it does because it doesn't specifically say it does.
It's a magical creature, though, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm inclined to.
Is it an earth elemental you just summoned?
It's an earth elemental, yeah. So I suppose its bludgeoning damage is literally just landing on a thing, so it is kind of standard.
Yeah, I think it is standard because it doesn't say magical.
Yeah.
If fire elementals do fire damage, that would be magical, but the
Yeah.
rest of them only do bludgeoning damage.
Yeah. Okay. What was the total?
It may only take half damage, but
Yeah.
that is the thing.
What was the total?
So that follows. Let me just check this. I think it follows in the future. It blah 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 blah.
It just goes after your turn, I think, doesn't it?
Yeah, yeah. It takes its turn immediately after mine. Obeys my verbal commands. Blah blah blah. If it doesn't do anything, it does a dodge action. But it doesn't use my bonus action or anything. Okay, so with my bonus action,
Good.
I'm going to
What
do-
was the damage that it did on that one crit?
22 bludgeoning.
22.
Yeah.
Okay. Bonus action.
Yeah. I can't do anything as a bonus action this time
Okay.
round, so that will be me. In fact, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump on my flying shillelagh and go up in the air and move around about here. Oh, and I'm concentrating as well, so I need to put that on.
Don't forget, you also have Bless, James. Did you use that? On your
Oh no, I
attacks?
did.
Extra
That was-
Just roll 1d4 because that 16 that you rolled might be able to.
That's that. 4.
4, so for a total of 20.
Yeah.
Roll a sec. That would hit then. Give me a second. Second damage roll.
That's another 17 points of damage. Up
Wow.
to 9 or whatever it is, 8.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Excellent. Good point.
Well,
Where's the?
well remembered.
Yes.
That bless is just for one go, isn't it?
Nope.
Nope.
Stays
No,
as
you
long
keep
as Morgrax is concentrating
Oh,
on
right.
it.
Okay. Cool. Excellent.
So this one's gonna move round and headbutt the elemental. A 10 to hit,
10 does not hit.
and then try and bite it with a 14 to hit.
Nope.
Doing well here. Bernia.
Okay, I'm going to, for my bonus action, cast Shield of Faith on myself. Which there's an icon for it in here somewhere, I'm sure. There it is. There's constricting, and then I'm going to use the. I'm going to cast the spell, hit it over the head with my sword.
Mm-hmm.
Which is so.
This is on behalf of Miss D.
Appreciate it.
I'm blessed as well. And my headphones are doing its cutout thing, so I can't hear anything.
That's because nobody's talking.
There we go. Fucking hell. Not rolled well. 17 to hit.
Doesn't hit, I'm afraid.
Luckily, I get a second attack.
You just kind of catch it on the shoulder, but that armor is just tough.
7 and then a 1 on the bless.
Oof.
That's a little bit better. That's a 25 to hit.
That certainly hits.
Now, do I try using a smite on it to see if I can?
Yes.
I mean, they
Obviously.
launch white slots, so.
Yeah, I've got a few smite slots. I'll just use a first level smite slot to test the waters.
See if that bounces back.
Yeah, 2d8. Wow, that was atrocious. I can re-roll the one on my greatsword die though, 'cause-
If it comes back, you want it to be low damage.
so that is on the sword as a base, 12 points of magical slashing, and then a whopping 4 radiant from 2d8.
Oof.
Lovely. You get that flash as you strike down onto it, and that radiant glow in your blade. The energy gets transferred as it normally would.
Fantastic.
Anything else?
So my armor class goes up by 2 for Shield of Faith, and then 2 because I've got my warding sword and I hit with it. That's going to be my turn. I'm going to stay here to protect Mazdak and Morgrax.
Bernier is engaged tank mode.
Well, AC is 23.
Oof. Nice.
I have an idea.
You're going to make it even sillier.
Good. Right.
Maybe.
Kroll, another one. Makes it out of the, or doesn't go in the pit,
Okay, that's fine.
and charges at you.
That is fine.
That is a 24 to hit you, Kroll.
Yeah, that hits.
That was with a headbutt, so if you could make a strength saving throw, please.
Yeah, this is going to go well. It's not too bad. 16.
Yep, you're okay. You managed to just shrug it off, dig your feet in. You saw the thing charging at you. But you do take 13 points of bludgeoning damage from that. And after it headbutts, it goes back in for a bite as well with a 26 to hit, which does 17 points of damage.
Nice. That's fine. This is fine.
Okay.
This one again is going to go for Bernier.
Good luck.
Tries to headbutt you with a 19 to hit,
No.
and then goes for a bite with a 22.
No.
Mazdak.
Okay. I am getting concerned that there's too many things coming out of this rift, so I'm going to close my eyes, pull as much weave as I can, and try to sew up the rift. By putting weave on either end and just pulling it down, like when if you sew up a hole in a pair of jeans, you pull it, and it just. That's what I want to do. So.
Okay.
Rift manipulation.
Please do. Yes.
Growl sense what Mazdak's trying and just sort of again.
Would you? You've just been headbutted and bitten by a rock monster, and
True, but suppose not. Maybe.
Okay, so
Wasn't a rock.
that's a 25. So rolled an 18. So I want to get it so that at least small enough that these things can no longer come through, if not closing it altogether.
a 25. Well, let's paint the scene, because I think
Okay.
this. So, were you just going silent and doing it,
Yes.
or would you have said anything?
No.
Like, is there any prompt for Kral to know what you're doing?
No. I'm literally just going to shut my eyes and he just tap straight into the weave. I'm not saying anything. I need to concentrate on this fully. So no, I don't think I would have said anything.
Yeah. I'm finding Ash. I'm finding it hard to see how Kral would be able to give his inspiration here.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking myself, is he magically sensitive enough to know what Mazdak's going to try from?
I mean,
Maybe if like Atan, who's also detected the weave, he might be able to feel it, but I don't think you would.
Yeah.
to be fair though, Mazdak's plan is to close the rift using
Yeah.
the weave. That he has stated
Yeah.
all along was his primary goal, was to close that rift. So, I mean, obviously up to you, DM, but
I know.
roll a d20, odds or even.
Yeah, I think I need to roll something because obviously I've set a ridiculously high DC on this, and 25 is high. Let's see. Interesting. Okay. Check. Because sorry, it kind of takes away some of the fun of the impromptu
No,
thing.
if
Right. Okay. So I think, right, having analysed things from all angles and noticed that Kral's passive perception is 21, I'm inclined to think he might be clued into what's going on here.
okay,
So, in that moment, there's that sort of or everyone feels that calm when battle comes to you. It happens to you guys a lot. At first it was very panicky, but then everyone kind of settles in and you end up in this state of, right, this is what we do. One of the things that usually happens there is Mazdak going, oh fuck, this.
yeah, that is Plan B.
But there's not that this time. And Kral, you just feel it, despite one of these creatures just charging at you and headbutting you in the chest. You just feel this calm quiet behind you on your right shoulder, and you know that Mazdak is just going to try again. This is what he came here to do, and you feel that in the moment, and just as you brace to take the hit and the bite from that creature, you feel Mazdak behind you. And you just, what do you say? How do you give him that inspiration?
So he feels the bite go in, and sort of just Kral uses his other hand as the bite hits him on the arm to pull some of his own blood and just pull the magic from it and fling it towards what Mazdak does, and he's going to use that Kral's attention to detail that baked into his blood to help him adjust the minutiae of what he's doing.
Cool.
In that moment, Mazdak, you sense that that little boost that you felt before from Kral. Just as you calm your mind to just tap into things, you just feel it. It hits you, and your senses just expand, and you wrap the weave again, and then you can just feel yourself tracing around it as you give it a pull at the end and watch it stitch back together. And it sort of feels like it's just shifting and vibrating before it just calms, and it just sits there.
Okay.
Nothing else comes out of it.
Perfect. Do you wish me to be concentrating on this?
I think that's a good idea.
Because
Yes. Interesting, isn't it? Another little thing. Mazdak loses concentration. This could all go to shit.
Yep. Okay, so I've still got my eyes shut. I have no idea what's around me because all I'm doing is concentrating on holding this weave over this rift. That's my go.
Superb. Have your inspiration point back from earlier because
Aw.
that was cool.
Thanks. I may well need that.
But I am ruling that you can't use it on concentration checks.
That's fair.
You have got your mind sharpener though.
I do, yeah.
Okay, another one charges round to Kroll. Kroll. A 21 to hit you with a headbutt.
I'm going to instinctively shield.
Shield?
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh no, I can't.
You can't.
I
You use a
You've
reaction.
used your reaction.
I've used it. Right.
A reaction well used. So the 21 hits then. If you can make another strength save for me.
Yep. Okay.
That is 15 points of bludgeoning damage.
That's a 2.
A 2?
Yeah.
Okay. You are knocked prone.
Okay.
Did you? Oh no, actually, my aura bonus wouldn't help you with the 2.
Oh, actually, no. Yeah, it wouldn't.
And the problem with a turtle on his back.
Don't forget, if you're in the green circle, you get a +4 to your saving throws.
That's not going to help even with the D4.
Yeah, I know, but
10.
yeah, it's a good reason to keep Mazdak in there as well, even if he's close to the enemies.
Okay, so Kroll, you're knocked on your back by this one that seems to come out of nowhere. And then it comes in for a bite and hits you with a 20
Yeah, that hits.
and does another 15 points of slashing damage this time.
Cool.
Okay, and then we've got one down the pit with Sasha. So again with the headbutt, with a 23 to hit.
Yep.
Strength save, please.
18.
18 makes it. That was 11 points of bludgeoning.
So how much?
11. Half to 5. And then there's a 15 to hit you with a bite.
Nope.
Kroll.
Cool. Right. What am I going to do? Okay, yeah. He's going to plant in a very practiced move. He basically plants the crossbow on the other side and pushes himself off and rolls over on and stands up.
Okay. Yeah, a well practiced maneuver.
Yeah.
So I was imagining that Kroll just has these 4 little plates on his shell that open up to little legs that allow him to self-right.
Or is it like Robot Wars where they got the
Yeah, he's got a
flipper?
flipper.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to fuck it. I'm going to try it. And as he comes down, you're just going to see sort of like thunderous energy around his fist, and he just punches the ground in front of them. And I'm going to cast Thunder Wave.
Okay. What do I need to do for that?
It's a con save.
Con save.
DC 18.
By the way, Martin, feel free to tuck more down the hole with me.
One
There's
rubber-
no, there's no more coming out now.
Depending on how this goes, one of them might be joining you.
Yeah. So the one on the left gets a 12.
That fails.
The one in the middle gets a 19,
Passes.
and the one on the right gets a 14.
Miles.
Bum,
So-
bum, bum.
The two that failed are pushed directly 10 feet away from me.
Bump. Well, we'll put it on
Heads up.
Sasha.
And they take 2d8 thunder damage as well, which I rolled 260 on the d8, so it's 12 points of thunder damage.
Okay.
On the ones that saved, and the half as much on the ones that actually saved it.
Okay.
So the one directly in front of me takes 6. Watch him do that. Cool.
Okay. So 12 for the two that failed.
Yep.
Right. But then something weird happens. The one that stood directly in front of you, nothing happens whatsoever, and you take 12 points of damage, and you are pushed back 10 feet from it.
Okay.
As that metal, whatever it is, organic metal shielding just reflects that back at you.
So Quall's going to run back here into melee range. Yeah, that's pretty much everything I can do this turn.
Okay. Sasha, attack incoming. Nope, that misses. And the bite is 23 to hit.
Yep.
And whoa, 9 points of damage after 4.
Whoop whoop.
But it is now your turn.
Okay. I'm going to start with this one and go clockwise. Actually, start at 12. There we go. Start at the top. I won't my way around. So I'm going to throw out an attack. $24 to hit.
Yep.
Do you need the damage individually or?
No. Unless there's any non-magical damage. But I don't think there's any non. You've got a magic weapon, haven't you?
Yeah, it's a magic weapon.
Yeah, that's fine. All in one's fine.
Are we doing barbarian counting, are we?
Yes. 38 damage to the top one. On the first hit. Because that was adding my radiant consumption. It added an extra 11, so sorry, I was just taking that into consideration. So yeah, 38. And then second attack. 17.
Doesn't hit, I'm afraid. Just bounces off the armor.
Okay. And then everything around me takes 6 points of damage, and I take 3.
Just gonna add some extra damage to the one that just fell in the pit, forcefully for some full damage. Right. Anything else, Sasha?
Nope, that is me.
Okay. This one is going to go for Bernia. One next to you there. So it goes for the headbutt for 25 to hit.
That does actually hit.
Yeah, that's 15 points of bludgeoning and a strength saving throw, please.
Strength save with bless. 27.
I think you're okay.
Con save with bless. 16.
Yeah.
So I keep my shield of faith.
And then he tries to bite you with a 26 to hit,
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
and that's 11 slashing damage.
11 slashing.
So, right.
And then con save.
Yeah. The
Uh,
next one goes for Morgrax.
barely.
Oh, God.
I got 12. So
Got 12 on my con save.
Morgrax, does a natural one hit you? I don't think so. Let's try a bite. That's a 20 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. That bite does 14 slashing damage. But it's now your turn.
Yay. I'm unsure. Go you back and scroll, you stupid thing. Sorry, computer issues. I should have been looking up things before now. I'm in touching distance of Bernia, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nope, one button. I am going to go for a second level. What was it? Yeah, cure wounds.
Okay.
Which restores 26 points of healing.
Nice.
That's exactly what I was missing, I think.
superb.
And that gives me 6.
That's- Yeah.
Yeah.
Gives you 4 back because it's 2 plus the spell's level.
Sorry, 2 back. 4 back. Still, something.
Chewbacca.
That's the spell. Yeah, that's pretty much all I can do right now, so
Okay.
that's me.
Atan.
Okay, so several questions coming your way, DM. When Kral did his Thunder Wave,
Yeah.
the reflectiveness of the one what was in front of him, did it look like that dulled? Like the monster's armor, so it reflected back like it's on a recharge timer or anything like that?
Oh. Just do a quick perception check, free of charge.
Free of charge. Why, thank you. I need to go on the other page. It's a natural 15 plus stuff. 16. 16.
16. Okay. Yeah, it didn't look like it was like a magical thing or anything intentional that the creature did. It is just a property of the materials these things are made of. It would not require any sort of recharge.
Okay. Fuck. Ugh. I'm fucking useless here then.
But it only seems to go off if you miss, so don't miss.
regardless of that,
It's easy.
I am going to quicken a spell and cast fly on myself, so that's a bonus action.
Sure.
Take them away. Is there a flying thimble? Probably not, but we all know it.
Stick a coloured blob or something that helps you remember.
Yeah, I'll look for one in a minute. Let's go for green flying. Why not? And then I am going to, I've got 60 feet, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Still staying at the same height, which was it 25, 30 foot up there?
It's the
Wherever tall that building
height
is.
of the building. How tall's the building?
I don't know, I go by meters. Whatever that is into feet.
What would it be in meters? Like 6 meters?
I mean, yeah, you're probably looking at sort of like
18,
5
20
meters or
feet?
so. Yeah,
20
yeah.
feet. Let's call it 20 feet.
20 feet. Okay, cool. So how deep is the crater what they've created?
30 foot.
30 foot deep. Fucking marvellous. So my second question leading to this. Fireball is a 20-foot sphere. It's 30 feet deep, so it won't come to the top, but it's not... Will it stay contained in that sphere? Because it's not 20 foot wide, is it, that pit?
It's exactly 20 foot diameter.
Oh, it is. Marvellous. Okay, then. Cool. So I'm not
Yeah,
directly
but
hitting...
Fireball's 20 foot radius, isn't it? So it's 40 foot
Yeah.
diameter.
Have I read that wrong?
I mean, yeah, it is absolutely solid earth, all sides of that pit. If you were to drop a
20 foot
fireball
radius.
down there,
20-foot radius sphere.
yes, so it's 40 foot diameter. It could reach twice that. But it's not going to extend through or into solid earth that would contain it. It would probably have some, energy erupt upwards.
So,
And you'd have a rather angry barbarian.
no, we
I
won't.
mean,
Rather angry barbarian anyway.
So,
yeah,
that was
already
fair.
raging.
I'm going to go over to here. And, I do need to find concentrating at some point as well for fly. So basically, with Fireball, I don't have to target anything in particular. So I am going to cast Fireball just near Sasha's feet. I am also going to use my reaction to put my shield on her.
Your what on her?
The shield.
Okay.
Oh, that's clever.
That's nice. I like that.
So everything in that needs to make a dexterity saving throw. If you pass this, Sasha, you take no damage at all.
Yeah.
She's got advantage because she's a barbarian.
If she can see it coming.
While not blinded, deafened, or incapacitated is what it says. So, I'll leave that up to you, but that's what it says on my thing.
And just,
Thank
I
you,
am just
probably.
going to do this at third level, sorry, DM, just to start off with, just to see how these things, because they're big, they're bulky. I'm assuming that they haven't got high dex. Who knows though?
The exact wording is advantage on dex against effects you can see while not blinded, deafened, or incapacitated. So I'll
Yeah.
leave it up to you.
Yeah, so, I mean, can you see it? But, if I would hope that I'll give Atan the option to warn you that you're about to.
Fair
that
enough.
he's
I-
firing-
Yeah, I'd
firing.
probably, I'm invisible still, but, well, that would drop my invisibility, wouldn't it? I don't know. Would it?
Yes.
If it's
Oh,
casting a
greater
spell.
invisibility, yes, it does.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'd pop in the air and that would, and I'd be like, incoming! So yeah, dexterity saving throws from everything within that crater, please.
Okay.
So what say you, DM? Can I see
Yes,
it?
you are aware that it is coming, so you can make your dex check at advantage, and if you succeed, you take 0 damage because of Atan's shield. He's giving you the benefits of evasion. So even if you fail, you take half damage.
I rolled at advantage and I got a natural 1 and a natural 20.
Yay!
Nothing a D6.
Classic dice.
Both ends of the
Okay.
scale there.
So
Nice.
deck saves. I'm going from
25.
the top at 12 o'clock. 16 on the first one.
Fail.
The one to the right, also a fail. That's a 9. The one to the lower, that's a 10. Also a fail. The one to the southwest gets a 25. That succeeds. And the last one gets a 15. So we've got
Fail
one
as well.
succeed.
Yep.
Which is that one and the rest. So what's the damage?
That is 8d6 coming that way. Which
So I got
is
25.
4, 8, 12, 16. Plus 12 is 28, plus 1 is 29 points of fire damage.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. So as you warn Sasha, you throw this fireball. The instant that leaves your hand, you use your other hands to grant that shield on Sasha to try and protect her as much as possible. This fireball lands right at Sasha's feet, but somehow she manages to dodge. Through the power of friendship, she dodges an explosion at her feet. Because D&D.
And it's the shield. I've encompassed her in a heap.
This thing just erupts. It just smashes against the walls and then just erupts up. Thankfully, you are back enough. It's a pretty solid, almost wall of fire that you see. And as that is going off, can you make a dex saving throw, please?
Yes, no worries because of the one that passed.
God, I'd have loved all 5 of them to pass. Can you make 5 saves?
Yeah, I fail. Annoyingly, I rolled a 13. My dex is only +2, so I failed
Yeah.
my own
Failed your own
saving
save.
throw. But I take 29 halved because of fire resistance,
Plus,
which
you,
is
you were blessed.
I was not blessed. I was up. I
Yeah.
was
Oh, of
out
course you
of-
weren't, are you?
So 14, and then I need to make
Those are the
a
contrary bastards.
Yeah.
con
sorry.
Con
save,
save on flying, or you drop 20 feet.
which the save has to be 14, so 7, so 10 plus, basically, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, natural 13 anyway, without any adders.
Sure.
So, cool. So hang on, let me just... 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40... Yeah, so now I'm visible. I'll just shout out, and I'll just shout out to Morgrax. Morgrax, next on the list I think is Kral. He's a bit hurt from up here. And then that's my go.
Great go it was too. Right. A slightly singed creature down in the pit, down at the bottom of the garden.
Amongst the birds and the bees.
One tries to headbutt you, but fails to. And then tries to bite you for a 23.
Yes.
You know the way. And that's for 15, half to 7 slashing damage. Oh, that one hasn't done much. 5, 10. Yeah, that can go for the horse. That's a 12 to hit the horse with a headbutt,
Nope.
and a 25 to hit with
That definitely hits.
the bite, and it bites it for 12 points of slashing damage.
And it is. Hold on. I think it's resistant to slashing, piercing.
Yeah,
and,
it's non-magical, so if it's
hold on. I'm just going to find the right thing. Give me 2 shakes of a cat's moo. Resistances to piercing and slashing.
That was slashing.
Slashing, so that's half then. So what did you say the damage was?
What did 12, so half to 6.
6, okay.
And it's now your go, Book.
Okay, so I am going to, with my action, I'm going to summon my fire serpent around my neck. And with my bonus action, I'm going to cast a 3rd level healing word on Atan. No, not Atan. That's wrong. On Kral, which is that plus a d8. So that's 8. So that's 21 points of healing.
Oh, thank you much, Lee.
Nice.
All right. And that's my go.
Just caught up on the chat. Yeah, as soon as I said that it's like natural property of the thing, I thought, I know what's happening here. Okay, so yeah, you heal Kral. Anything else?
Nope, that's it. That's my action, bonus action.
Now it's your elemental's turn.
My little friend is now going to have his 3 slam attacks.
Yeah.
Now, we made a mistake last time because he shouldn't have got a blast because it was the elemental who was doing the attack, not me.
Oh,
But I
yeah.
can't remember what happened, so it's not to forget about that.
It did turn a miss into a hit, but
Yeah. So that's 8. So that's 20, 21, and 25.
perfect. 3 hits.
Ooh, magic. So that is 1, 2.
That's efficiency.
It is, isn't it? 3.
And what were you going for? The one to the left of the elemental.
8, 13. The one straight above it was the one he was
Okay.
attacking. Oh, no, you're right. The one to the left. Yes, that's the one he attacked before, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one. So that's 6, 13 plus 30, 43 points of bludgeoning damage. Non-magical.
43. Lovely. So we have that for bludgeoning. But there we
Might be
go.
non-magical, but there's shitloads of it.
Yep.
Nice.
3 hits is a good deal. So that one is going to go for the horse again. Bloop. 15 to hit the horse.
Nope.
And then 19.
Yes.
And that's 17 points of slashing, so you can halve that to 8.
Okay, so that's
Bunya.
Okay, I'm going to look back, see that Kral is doing somewhat okay. Atan, make sure that one does not escape us. Pointing off to this one. And then I am going to hit it with my sword. This one.
Novel.
I cast sword.
D4.
Don't forget your D4.
Do not forget your D4.
Never forget your D4.
Oh! Ah, natural 20.
Yay!
Smite. Smite.
Are we
Quick.
spending spell slots?
Yeah, that's going to be a 3rd level.
Slots. Woohoo!
I'm
So,
stuck on in Soviet Russia, D4 forgets you.
I did roll the d4
No,
as well.
No, my
I got
friend, that's this one.
32.
In Soviet Russia, spell slot smites you.
So smite is 2d8 at first level, isn't it? Hang on, where's it gone? I know how to play my character.
Really?
So it's
Cool.
4d8 doubled. I'll just roll it twice. I don't have enough dice on me.
And the actual sword damage as well.
And the actual sword damage as well. I can re-roll that one. That's looking pretty good. The 12, 10, 22 points of magical slashing from the sword. Reroll the one.
How much was that? 22.
22, yeah. 5 plus 5 plus 12 there. And 14, 15. Ooh, that's tasty. 20, 34, 37 points of radiant damage.
Oh,
Nice.
Sorry, what was that? 37.
Yeah.
37. Because I use a third level spell slot to smite.
59 points of damage.
Very tasty.
10 off. And that was just my first attack. Fuck
Yeah.
me. Let's do a second attack then. Still on the same one. I want to free up more Grax a bit. Not a natural 20 this time, but instead a 25 to hit.
Yeah.
We'll just do the regular damage. Just roll the ones that rolled high. I can re-roll that. Got the exact same. 13 points of magical slashing. And again, my AC goes up to 23. And that will be my turn. I don't really have much I can do with a bonus action.
Okay, that one's starting to look pretty hurt. You can see some cracks in the rocks around its shoulders.
Going with the tactic of hit it very hard.
Yeah.
real good.
Right, that one by Kroll. He's going to try for the headbutt, but fails with an 11.
Yep.
And it bites for a 20.
Shield.
Shield. Okay.
Yep.
Does not hit then.
Yep.
The next one is in the pit. No, let's roll the attack first. So, Sasha, that's a 27 to hit
Right.
for 18 points of bludgeoning damage, half to 9. Strength saving throw, please. At advantage because rage.
20.
20. Okay. No problem. Then a bite is a 24 to hit. And for 14 points of slashing, half to 7. I like it when they're even numbers and it makes halving it all that easier. Mazdak.
I think literally all Mazdak can do is contain. I don't know whether you want to make a check or if the rift is fighting back to try and open it. What would you like me to do?
I think the concentration is kind of handling that. If you take a hit, then there's a chance you can lose that.
Okay.
So we won't worry about that.
Okay. Cool.
Well, if he takes
But
a
yeah,
hit, there's a
it's
chance
up
we
to
can
you.
just lose Mazdak. So,
Yeah. True.
Yeah, I mean, it's up to you whether you want to just focus on maintaining that.
I think
Or-
I have to make this fair. This is Mazdak literally cannot do anything else. That's all he is able to do is to maintain that. If I let that go, it's going to be really bad. So
Yeah.
that is my go. That's what I will do. I will trust my friends to deal with the rest of the stuff and keep them off me. All I want to do is keep this rift contained.
Yeah.
Our job is to deal with the things. Mazdak's job is to make sure no more come out to fight us.
Yep.
Nice. So then that one over there. He got blasted back. We're talking that one. think these are pack animals. They're going to stick together. And he's going to come back in for Kral. So headbutt 19. You've
My
still
armor
got
class is-
shield up, haven't you?
Yeah, so it's 22. My armor classes now.
Yep. So that misses, and then 20 on the second. So the shield saves you again.
Yep.
Excellent work. Always works best when there's lots of attacks to make use
So-
of.
Just the way Kral's shield manifests is basically like it's almost a carbon copy of his shell, but he's basically just got it on his arm like this, taking the hits.
Nice. Okay, one in the pit. Sasha, that's a 26 to hit with a headbutt. Strength save, please. And then that's 9 points of bludgeoning. Sorry, 19, half to 9.
24.
24, you're good. So just the 9 points of damage then. And then a bite for 22 to hit.
Alright.
For 16, half to 8 points of slashing. And then Kral, over to you.
Right. So Kral's going to take a leaf out of the Babes with Big Swords book, and he's going to draw the great sword off his shell, and he will cast Booming Blade along the edge of this thing. So you'll just see him basically pull a potion off his belt and just pour it down the blade, and it starts to crackle.
Nice.
And then he just basically just goes up and comes underneath for a big old swing.
Okay, make your attack.
I will absolutely take that. That's a natural 20 for 26,
Ooh.
including my D4 and my +2. Yeah.
Lovely.
Nice.
Plus two.
Yeah, it's +2 to hit, so. And then I got a 4 on my D4, so I'm going to take that. So it's 2d6, so it's 4d6 plus 48. Okay. 3. We've got 8. 10. 14. 16 points of magical slashing, and so it's 15. 23 points of thunder damage. And that sort of thunderous energy lingers around it, so if it moves or anything, it will take additional damage.
Okay. Very good. Anything else?
No, that's pretty much one and done for me, because I'm not usually a martial class.
No. Okay, bun in the pit. That's a 13 to hit with a headbutt. And
Nope.
natural 20 with a bite.
Woohoo! Wait, no, we don't do that for DMs.
For a total of 22, halved to 11. Okay, we're at the top of the round. Let's take a quick break because it's gone 9:10.
Righty-ho. Well, we'll be back directly after these sponsors messages, which, you know, you should buy loads of things that you don't really need or care about and then just discard them in the fullness of time so that they end up in the environment, totally killing all the natural wildlife. So,
Yay, capitalism.
indeed, as you say, yay, capitalism.
On that cheerio. We jump straight back in, top of the round. Sasha.
Yeah, I'm investigating hole. It's a big hole. I'm going to continue my assault on
Assault and battery.
monster number 1, please.
Monster to check out number 1, please.
17 again.
Afraid not.
And then second attack. Fucking hell. It's that talk of Greece, it's put me off.
Right. Anything else?
Just the 6 explosion damage from me, as usual.
Okay. It's the one going for Bernia. So headbutt incoming. Natural 20.
Yeah. That will probably hit me.
That is 17 points of bludgeoning damage. And I'll have a strength saving throw, please.
Strength saving throw, including bless. 19 plus 7 for 26.
Good.
Con save.
Tries to bite you, but gets a 12.
Yeah, that misses. And con save is 16, so that succeeds as well. Bless is putting in good work.
Okay, then the next one is going for Morgrax. So headbutt is an 11.
Nope.
And the bite is a natural 1.
I would guess that's a no as well.
I think I've got 3 each of natural 20s and natural 1s, so the
Nice.
balance.
Perfectly
Morgrax, it's your go.
Okay, Krell, do you still need to update your health on the map, or is that where you're actually at the moment?
No, that's what I'm actually at the moment.
Okay. So I will be doing a...
Mine is also sponsored by Accuracy.
Unfortunately, you're in a hole and I can't see you because there's a beastie in the way. And I'm not sure how safe it is for me to get around and leave them open to charging at Mazdak. No, not that one. A healing word of 2nd level. Restoring. There could have been less ones there. 18 points.
Ooh,
Nice.
thank you very much.
And if you need it, fall back to you again.
I'm one
Or
short.
as well, thank you. And I just realised with that I forgot to update my own health on the map. But that's it for my turn anyway.
I'm one short of a very nice level of health.
I'm sorry, I will try to roll more accurately next time. That's it for my turn.
That only happens if you're prone again, Krell. Atan, it's your turn.
These acid grenades, what I've got, how big of an area of explosion are they?
Let's say 15 feet. Conveniently.
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 Okay. Fucking hell. What do I do here? I've got to help Sasha because she's in the shit, looking pretty battered down there. I think.
Yeah.
Fireball?
So. Yeah.
Well, that's not.
I've got to do the same.
Yeah.
Fireball.
So hang on. Before I do this, let me just tick off that for that. I'm not quickening it. So, or could I?
Sure, you could if you tried.
Yep.
No, I'm going to keep.
I mean, you should, but you probably could.
Yeah, I'm going to keep sorcery points just in case they are needed for later on. So yeah, and I will do this one. Before I do it as well, I'm just going to lower myself down 10 feet as
Okay.
well. And I'm going to do this at 4th level.
Okay.
And again, the fireball is sent out of the left hand, and then as I do that, I shout out to Sasha again, incoming, and put a shield on them as well.
Okay.
I'm sorry, you could literally say fire in the hole and it would be accurate.
You can literally say fire in the hole.
Yep, not how Atan works.
Okay, right. Roll your damage. I'll roll some deck saves. What's my
Yeah.
DC?
I need more dice. Your DC is 17.
17. Okay.
22.
Nice.
Yeah. 22 will do it. Just teed it off. A 19 to a 1, so the top one fails. Next one is 16, so fails. The next one is 19, succeed. Next up is 14, fail. And the third one, 25 to succeed. So we've got 2 succeeded. What's the full damage?
So, yeah, so the full damage is, sorry, I was just reading it. But it is half damage on a success, by the way. I didn't know if you did that on the, obviously being an ex-fire sorcerer yourself. Oh, that is shite. Okay. I can't complain too much. 3 1s, but then also 6, 12, 22, 3 to 4, 25, 26, 27, 28. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, I'm missing a dice. Where am I missing a dice? Oh, I didn't pick it up, that's why. So what's that? 28, 32 points of fire damage.
32, right. So that one. That one. That one, take the 32.
Obviously 16.
And can I have,
2 for me, don't you? 2.
as that explodes up, I'll have you make 2 deck saves, please.
So the first one I do get, because there's a natural 15 plus 2. So I
Yeah.
save on that one. And the second one I fail. So I take 16.
48.
Hang on, no, 16, which would then be 8 because I'm fire resistant.
Yeah, and then fail on the second, so 16, so total
This is
24.
24, which means I need to make 12 DC, yeah?
Well, they're 2 separate hits, so
Oh,
it's
2 separate hits.
2 saves that have got to be 10.
Yeah. So first one's natural 18,
Sure.
and second one's natural 16. So,
Cool.
and yeah, that's all I can do, isn't it?
Well, unless you want to do quicken another spell.
Or a cantrip.
I can't do a cantrip though, can I? Because I only have 1 attack per action, so I can't
Well, as a
do one
bonus action,
naturally, can I?
you can do
Yeah,
a
but
ca-
if you
you've got
quicken
any
it, you turn
cantrips-
it from,
Oh yeah.
from action to a
Or if you've got quicken spell and you've got Eldritch Blast, it basically becomes the Eldritch Machine Gun.
No, that's it. No, I'm gonna stay there because I'm now down to pretty much half health. So yeah, Atan will just rise up 10 feet again, and then just survey the area.
Cool.
And yep, just stay there. Thank you.
Make sure roll 20 is up to date with HP for healers. Right, in the pit, there's a headbutt going at Sasha. That's a 17 to hit,
Nope.
and a bite, which is 24 to hit,
Yep.
and that is 11 half to 5. And that's done. Then it's one going for the elemental. So, James, a 25 to hit with a headbutt.
Oh yeah, that hits.
And that's 13 points of bludgeoning, so I don't think it resists bludgeoning. So it takes the full 13 on that. And can the elemental make a strength saving throw?
Strength. Oh, crikey. Okay, now you're asking. Hold on a second. I need to get its stat look up.
I think they're pretty strong.
Strength is +4. That is 10.
That's a fail. The elemental goes on its back. And then the bite comes in at advantage because prone. A pair of 4s. Wow. 12 to hit. Okay, the bite fails. Back in the pit. Sasha. Headbutt is 23 to hit.
Yep.
And that is 10 half to 5. And a strength save.
25. 25.
Oh, sorry. Yep, you good. And then the bite is a miss with a 13. Bug, over to you.
Right, so I am now going to fly down to here, and I'm going to attack this one with my sword.
Nice.
So that is
You copying me?
natural 20.
Yay!
So that is 4d6s.
I rolled an actual 20 because
Oh.
I have chocolate.
Aha.
It's 2, 4, 6, 8.
I had-
8 points of magical slashing damage and 6 points of fire damage.
I've run out of
Great.
chocolate.
Yeah, I got a 1, a 2, a 2, and a 5.
Oof. That's not good.
Oh no, hold on. I double that, don't I? Because I get 46 anyway. Hold on, let me just do that again. So that's.
I've just figured out the same thing as James.
That.
What was
Oh, that's
that damage?
Uh,
6
sorry,
and
that-
8 was it?
First one was 14, and this is another 15. So that's 29 plus 4 more, 33 points.
Oh, that's a bit better.
So that's magical and fire, magical slashing and fire.
I've just
You'd
realised
know
I've
you have
added
it, so,
5
yeah.
to mine. Idiot.
And then I will cast a bonus action healing word again on who's the worst looking neck? Kral still, I suppose. Sorry, Sasha, I can't see down in the hole, so I can't heal you.
Come
I
on,
would
bug.
otherwise.
You'd be hovering over that hole, making sure Sasha's okay.
I would.
wouldn't you?
I don't know she's down there. I didn't notice. Terrible boyfriend, eh? So that's 12 plus 6 is 18 points of healing for Kral.
18.
Yeah. And then 3 attacks from the elemental on the same one that I'm attacking.
Is it standing up first?
Oh yeah, stand up first. Half his movement. Stand up. And he gets plus 8, so that's 13, a 22, and a 23.
2 hit.
2 hits. Okay, so that's 2 of those. Oh, geez, max damage. So 40 points of bludgeoning damage.
Wow.
40?
Yeah. Yeah, I got a 10 and a 10 on the 2 d10s, and I get plus 10 per hit.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah. So that was max damage. So half those. So
That's
20.
just bludgeoning, isn't it? So I
Yeah.
do half that, but still, good hit.
That's it. I'm done. Oh, hold on. I forgot my bless. But on the 13, that wouldn't work anyway, even if it was a full D4. Would
Yeah,
it?
because it's the elemental, not you.
Yeah, that's right. It is the elemental, not me. Yeah. And I had a natural 20 anyway.
Okay, that one's going for the elemental. Headbutt with a 13.
Nope.
And a bite for a 26
Yes.
for 14 points of slashing, so you can halve that to 7.
Okay.
Bunya.
Now, can I see Sasha down in the hole from where I am?
Let me just do some trigonometry. Probably. I think you're close enough.
I look to Morgrax and Bug and say, Sasha needs help down there. She is surrounded.
A 10 already warned me.
I'm going to
Right, Sasha. Oh, bloody hell.
do something bold. I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Shield of Faith on Sasha, dropping it from myself.
Superb.
Nice.
I think that she needs the defense more than I do right now. And then, and I know this is radical, I'm going to hit it with my sword.
What? How did you come up with these plans? It's just wild.
I'm just wild and crazy today.
Out the box thinker.
Fantastic.
Well, I don't think that's hitting. That's a 15 to hit.
Probably not.
A 4 on the die and a 2 on the bless. That was. I'm
That
just not
was
one again.
stinky.
Second attack. I'm still attacking the same one in front of Morgrax. Free up the healers first. 14 plus 9, 23 to hit.
That hurts.
Oh. No. I'm looking at how much health that thing has left. No, I'm going to save my slots. And I deal. 7. How do I add numbers? 12 points of magical slashing. And I do still get to keep my warding bonus, which is important. But that will be my turn. I want to keep my position.
Okay, this one going for Kroll.
I'm going to increase the shield, so my armor class is 22. That seems like a good plan.
Okay. Well, that was a 17 on the headbutt, and the bite is worse.
Okay.
That does nothing. Down in the pit. Headbutt on Sasha is a 12, and then
Nope.
the bite is a 17.
Nope.
Nasdaq.
Again, I am eyes closed, not aware of anything at all. Just the need to keep this rift contained. That's my go.
Good job you're doing. Growl. Headbutt.
Yep.
11. Bite. 10. Moving on.
The great wall of Kral is holding.
Yeah. Doing a fine job. Sasha. Headbutt. 22.
Just hits now.
Strength save, please.
Hang on, Sasha, darling, I'm coming.
22.
All good. That is 11 half to 5 points of bludgeoning. And the bite is higher, 26 for 13 half to 6 points of slashing.
I'm getting close to a Mazdak.
Yeah. 12.
Right. I'm going to cast Sword. Let's see how this goes.
I don't know, all these people honing in on our casting, Jay.
24 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll take that. I'm going to use my booming blade as well.
Yeah, cool.
That's 9 points of medical slashing damage, and 10 points of thunder damage. And I will continue my vigil over Mazdak and hold the line.
Nice.
Real. Sasha. Headbutt. 12. Bite.
Nope.
22.
Just about.
20, halved to 10. That was a big roll. It's your turn.
Luckily, my grab goes before any of the ones in the pit with you.
I'm angry now.
Rawr.
Even more angry than I was angry before.
I'm fucking angry that you're calling it Angie. That's what I am. Jesus.
Atan's about to rage.
So I'm going to. Is it Frenzy? Let me just double check me. Doodars.
Frenzy good.
That's
Oh,
Berserker.
Reckless, sorry. Reckless.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, Frenzy's Berserker.
Yeah.
Again, starting at the top.
Yep.
That's a natural 19, so that's a crit for me.
Yeah. I think you might just do this. Well, kill this one now. No, obviously.
Yeah, shit, kill them all in one go. She's amazing, that Sasha.
Oh,
Fuck 'em
God.
up.
62.
62 points of damage.
Slight overkill there.
Are you sure you don't want to hit a different one? Because that guy's got 13 health left. And I feel bad that you're wasting a 62 point damage.
Right then, I will slice at the one at the right and then continue with my second attack to the one at the
I
top.
tell you what, I am happy for the fury of Sasha just to do, on this one occasion, don't take this as forever, but you just start on your left shoulder and you just give it absolutely fucking everything just to swing that thing, and you clean through that one above you, and the remainder of the damage goes onto the second one that you hit with it.
Epic.
Nice. So I'm
That's-
getting trample for a round, basically.
Which actually, what was it, 60?
62.
Between them, they've got 64. So the first one dies, and the second one is on 2.
Okay, well, seeing it so low, I'm just gonna leave it and then start hacking at the one at the bottom because it's gonna die
Yeah,
from my aura
It will
anyway.
die to your Right,
So-
we'll...
Start southernmost one.
As a DM, I'd have given a disadvantage for saying it was fucking Angie.
You've really, really got a problem with. Are you angry, Atan?
Have you
27
got your
to hit.
angry face on?
He's either Anki or he's EP. Either or.
27 for the bottom one.
The bottom one, yeah.
He's gonna watch as Fiddy's head just goes.
Never mind vaping, you have smoke coming out of his ears.
And then 21 to the southern one.
21 damage to that bottom
So
one.
Sasha's been inspired by Bug's declarations of love.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah,
That's the
see?
image in my head of Bug with produce flame pom poms.
No, he'd have his snake, and he's just doing this with his with his fire snake.
And then
Okay.
for my bonus action, I'm going to do second wind to get some hit points back.
right. I
Because I
thought you
forgot
would
about that until after it was my go, and I was like, oops, a bit late now.
Yeah. I thought you might action surge, to be honest, after that, but yeah,
Should've
second
done.
wind's
Should've
probably
done, yeah.
the smart move.
So I get another 8 hit points back on top of what my swords sucked out
Yeah.
of the.
Yeah.
Sucky.
That one dies to the...
And then 6 to everything, and 3 to me.
No. Okay. That was a hell of a move.
That was.
an epic turn.
See? Told you she loves me.
And should have action surged. Damn it.
Or was it hearing?
Hang on. Action surged. Does that take a bonus action, or can I just
No.
do?
No, it's a
Just do it.
happens.
Oh,
So
then
you-
I will just do. And I will clobber him again. Mr. Slack Boy.
It's clobbering time.
21.
Yep.
Going on at this rate, you'll not need healing.
Another 23.
Okay. That gives you an extra action, so you get 2 more hits.
But yeah, how many hits
So you got 1 more.
Okay,
Yep.
I will go again.
Well, if you get 2 attacks per action.
Natural 20.
Yay!
Yes!
Is this going to be another cleaving swing? Is it?
I'm fine for it because it's fucking metal. I love it.
Yeah. Is this a new thing for Sasha? Is if she gets a crit, she gets a cleave?
I mean,
28.
48.
Yeah.
Okay, so 33 from that one. What was it? 48. So another 25?
15.
15? Yes. So then the final 15 goes on to that one.
Wow.
That
That was
was,
about 150 points of damage in one round.
that was epic.
Yeah.
Yes.
Including 2 crits. That was pretty damn good.
I told you I was angry.
Yeah.
There's a moment down here, Sasha, where you are surrounded by enemies, where you feel, just for a moment, did I get myself into a little too much here by jumping down this pit? And you think back to a particular fight, a warrior of unseconded ability, and you remember Jakoto doing a move where she could strike multiple enemies, and it just clicked for you.
Nice.
Yeah, completely ignoring the damage at hand did to take him down so you could kill him, but that's fine.
I mean,
Wow.
what is even the point of Atan?
Salty,
The
angry Atan.
Wow, Fiddy. Wow. Oh my god, what was it? What did you say, James?
What?
Did you say 150 or something?
Yes, felt like about 150 points of damage. I know with your 2 crits, it was over 100, wasn't it?
Yep.
And you had 2 other hits. It's got to be 150 points of damage.
62 and 48 is 110.
Yeah.
That's the other two.
Another one was 20 something, and another one was a 30 something.
20. 23 and a 22, I think.
Alright.
So that's another 55.
5.
165?
Something like that.
Not bad.
It's all right, I suppose. It's all right.
Wait, no, I got to do an out 10. Yeah, but I once did over 108.
And you healed yourself by about 20 or 30 points as well, didn't you?
24.
Yeah, there you go. So
Nice.
not only did you do 160 odd points of damage, you healed yourself as a good healing spell.
He healed herself as much as a Mazdak.
Yes.
That's over a Mazdak in health. Nice.
Just in the fury, that's a cat. That's exquisite.
Well done, Dan.
Right, yeah. Oh no, they're feeling it. There's another natural one on the headbutt to burn you, but then I get a 24 on the bite,
Yeah, that hits.
so that's 18 points of slashing.
Ah, that was very mean.
And then that next one is going to carry on after Morgrax. So headbutt on Morgrax is a 22.
Yep.
For 18 points of bludgeoning. And can you make a strength saving throw, please?
Strength saving throw. 14.
Ooh, not quite. You are taken off guard by this thing and fall prone. So the bite comes at advantage, which does result in a crit,
Ouch.
which is kind of the whole point. So a total of 23 points of slashing damage as it just headbutts you, catches you off guard, you just stumble backwards, and then it just bites at you when you're on the floor. But it's now your go. God, blimey, that's a chunk. I just saw your health.
Yeah.
drop.
Yeah, that was fun. So my movement action will be standing up.
Yeah.
Oh,
Position to heal myself.
sorry to be that guy, but you need to make a concentration check for Bless.
Oh yeah.
Well, 2, because there were 2 hits.
2 concentration checks.
Yeah.
Someone remind me where I find this on my sheet.
It's just a
It's
con
just-
save.
It's a con save.
Yeah,
Ah.
Constitution saving throw.
First one has to be at least 10. The second one has to be 12 plus.
6. So bless drops.
Less drops.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, Scario.
Not
The
wrong.
turns have tabled.
Just a quick question, Debs. You don't have Warcaster, do you? So you get advantage on your con saves.
No, that's something I was looking into for like future levels, but I don't have it yet.
Worth it.
I missed the number, but did you add +4 for my aura?
It was 6, so
No.
that
Yeah,
would
the
make
plus-
it 10.
That
Yeah,
would be
which would
10,
pass the
which would have
first.
passed.
Which would pass the first one. Okay. Make a second one. The DC on this one was 12?
12, yeah.
11. It was 23 damage.
11, yeah.
4.
Oh, blimey.
Did you bless
Bless
yourself?
is determined to drop.
Yep.
he was.
Bless yourself.
DM was trying to do everything he could to get you to keep that bless up, but you just made it so difficult.
Not appreciate it, but
Even when I'm rooting for my players, the dice aren't.
sorry, Jay, you were asking.
Did you have bless on yourself?
No.
Okay.
Right. It is your
Oh.
go, Thou's turn is yours.
Now it's yours turn. Ist.
Is that Shakespearean Yoda?
It could be.
That's
Okay.
turn of 9.
So I can't see Sasha from where I am.
I don't think
The
so.
whole-
And I've already used my movement and standing up, so
Well, half your movement, so you've still got 15 feet.
Okay. In that case, I could try disengaging and sneaking around behind Bernia so I can get an angle into that hole.
Yeah.
You have
Um,
to engage, or you're going to use your action to do it.
Yeah. But then could bonus action healing word. That'd be fine.
too many options, sorry.
Sorry, take time.
No, I'm just utterly confused. Someone just needs to tell me what to do, and I will just do that. But, yeah.
Do you want to heal Sasha?
See, I would like to heal everyone, including Sash,
So,
because Sash is like doing a lot of damage.
clericy wise,
Mm.
keep yourself up to keep everybody else up.
Yeah. Heal yourself first.
Physician, heal thyself.
There's,
Yeah,
I mean, there's
worry.
one more.
I'm going to save my Sasha. Don't worry, I've got a plan. I'm going to
There's
save
one
my
more dude to hit her, but she's pretty tanky, and Bug is able to fly to get to her.
True.
Yeah, I would recommend healing yourself
Yes.
in this situation.
And I say it to you now because it probably took me about 3 months after playing my first cleric to realise keep yourself alive to heal everybody else.
Yep.
There
You're
we
down,
go.
nobody
Cleric
else can
by
get back up
committee.
again.
That's true. I will do 3rd level cure wounds on myself, then that should get me up to full.
Nice.
Not quite, but that's significantly better. Yeah, where am I? Nope. No, that is the right button.
You don't, however, get the bonus from that because you're doing it on yourself.
That's okay. Why is my... There we go.
Yay, that's better.
Yes, that is a bit better. So, yeah, just leave it at that then for a moment. Because disengaging while my health's low is kind of asking to be killed. So yeah, I'll leave it at that for my turn.
Oh, okay, lovely. So, Atan.
Yeah, so seeing that happen to Morgax, Atan is absolutely infuriated. And
Sorry, why are you infuriated? Because someone said Angie.
Could be.
no, seeing that happen to Morgax as Morgax being pushed down and had a massive chomp bitten out of them. I've just had this idea and more flavour for obviously character and what's happening. But if possible, I would like to fly at full speed over towards the one what has just done that to Morgax.
Yep.
Whilst with my reaction putting my shield up in front of me and trying to bolster this one out of the way of Morgax as an absolute charge.
Okay. So you are going for effectively a shove attack.
Get it down the pit!
I'm not in the right direction.
Stash is running out of enemies. She needs more.
I mean, I could cast reduce.
Oh.
Will it blend?
Okay, so if you want to charge and cast your first level shield spell,
Yeah, first level boom, so I'm like going into it and flying
add
in.
an extra little bit of magical push in there.
Yeah.
Cool, I like it. Good reuse. So make a shove attack, which is it just strength or is it athletics?
It's I think it's
Probably doesn't matter.
athletics.
You're probably not proficient in athletics.
I'm not, but yeah.
Okay, but you can make it at advantage.
Oh, okay, cool. So 18, not too bad.
18, excellent. I will. Let's just do that. Do it at disadvantage though, because reasons. Okay, yeah, you beat the 12. Yeah, I think because it wasn't expecting it, it just lunged at Morgrax, and then you just snap and like two-fist Superman dive at this thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I gave it disadvantage, and I rolled a natural 20 and a 2. So it fails.
Does
And
it just push it over, or does it push it away?
we'll
Okay, cool,
say
yeah.
it's
So
pushed
I'll-
away and it's prone.
Kind of. Yep. Okay. So I'll continue flying. Where was I? There, wasn't I? 10, 15. Yeah, so I've got enough. So I'll come round, so I'm not near the other ones. And obviously, still being, I'll basically just like go onto the floor now, because I'm that low. Still concentrating, so obviously I can still use it.
I think the speed at which you flew and the unusual trajectory, we'll say the creatures around don't, react fast enough to take opportunity attacks as you fly through.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Thank you. So I will then, with it being down here, will quicken, as that was my action.
Yep.
It's on the floor, so I am going to quicken. Where are you? My 5th level immolation on it. So it's a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. So, any dex save when prone is a disadvantage, and I get an 8.
Yeah, fail. So that takes 8d6.
And is on fire.
Yes, because it failed. So that's 6, 12, 14, 16, 20, 29, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need one more. Let's go for the bright orange one. And it's a final one. So 30 points of fire damage to it. And then, yeah, is it still alive? Yeah, on a fail save, the target also burns for the spell's duration, so that drops my fly, but I'm still concentrating on that. It shines bright light for a 30-foot radius. At the end of each of its turns, the target repeats a saving throw. It takes 4d6 fire damage on a fail save.
Nice.
Yeah, and I suppose, yeah, that's it. I'll stay there next to Bug and Morgrax.
Great turn. Good work. That one's dead, so we'll take that off the order. That one is going for the elemental, so headbutt on the elemental is 11, and the bite is a 24
Yes.
for 11 points of slashing damage,
After
slashing
five.
you half to 5.
Okay.
That one, and then that one is alive down the pit. Headbutt Sasha. Oh wait, at advantage because reckless. 17,
No.
and then the bite at advantage is a natural 20.
Nice. Wait, no. That's bad.
For 20, half to 10. It's not that bad.
Yeah.
Though. And then Bug.
Okay. So I am going.
I will just point out
Yes,
there is something on fire next to you.
there is, isn't there?
Mm.
Very toasty. But Sasha,
help it. It's so
Fire or Sasha?
well, Sasha's just as hot as a burning beastie. So I'm going to jump on my stick, and I'm
No, you.
going to take off. So I presume there's going to be a couple of opportunity attacks there.
Well, one of them is on the floor and he's probably trying to get up, and the other one is very much engaged with Bernia, so you're okay.
So I'm going to fly down to here. Then I'm going to say, "Don't worry, Sasha, I'm here," and I'll stick my hand on a butt and I'll do a 5th level Cure Wounds.
Now, does he lose the hand? You can use your reaction.
I think at the moment I'm facing the other way, so I probably haven't even noticed he's there, to be fair.
I mean, healing via sexual assault is not something I recommend.
No, it's
So 39 points of healing,
Very much.
and I'll shout at you. Remember what I said about the little flames? And if you look at the dead bodies next to you, you'll see little flames coming from them. If you step in, I did tell everyone about this the other day, or a couple of weeks ago, whenever we did it. If you step into the flames, I can use my reaction to heal you because it'll absorb them. Right, so you got 3 around you, so you can step into those for another heal.
Sorry, how much was it?
Oh, got 39.
39?
nice.
Okay, so that's my action and my movement. Can I bonus action anything? Hold on a second. Don't think I can in this instance. Actually, yes, I could use my snake could spit because that's not a spell attack. It's just spitting. Hold on, a flame seed. So it's just an attack. It's a ranged weapon attack. Oh, cool. Okay, we'll do that then. I'll do that at the one that's directly across from me to the left.
Okay.
So that is a 15 to hit, which I take it doesn't hit.
It doesn't. No.
Okay. That's that. And the elemental now is going to do 1 attack on that guy on the floor. I presume that's at advantage now.
Yeah.
Prone.
He is burning.
Yeah. I mean, that guy's got 6 HP and he's on fire, so
That's
up
an
to you
18 to hit.
it hits.
Okay, so it does 16 points of bludgeoning damage. Okay, then it's going to turn around to the guy above him and do the other 2 hits on him. So that's a miss and a hit. So that's 26 and an 8 and a 10. So that's 1 hit for 15 points of bludgeoning damage. Up to whatever it is, 7. Hey, all done.
Right. Oh, it's that one's go. So he's going to try and headbutt the horse for a 15.
Nope, that doesn't hit.
Nope. Okay, and then bite it for a 14. Super.
Doesn't hit either.
Yeah. You got
It's an
to-
awful horse, that is. Even though
Excellent.
it's still
More
awesome.
hitting things with my sword. Yeah, I'm gonna go for attack on the one by me and Morgrax. That is 13.
Oh, I don't know if Bag's seen Sasha glowing bright, sort of golden yellow before, but that's what she's doing, and it's kind of almost painful.
Oh,
23 to hit.
Hits.
It's burning, but not in a way that you like it.
oh, I don't know.
Radiant damage, not fire damage. That is 15 points of magical slashing. How deep is that hole?
30 feet.
30 feet.
30 feet. Do I try and shove the beast in the hole to land next to Sasha and cause trouble? No, I'm just gonna be sensible and hit it. I don't really have the strength to shove stuff about at the moment.
These look heavy as well.
Need my new belt. 16 plus 9, that's 25 to hit.
Yep.
And why not? We'll do a smite at second level. Seeing that's quite effective here. Love the sound of lots of dice. Can we roll the d6? Oh, that was a good reroll. So that is 16 points of magical slashing and 17
That's
points of radiant.
He started the turn with 30. You hit him for 15.
I wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
If you'd have done the smite on the first hit, you'd have.
Yeah. Teach me to Amina. And what?
Can't be helped. You don't know. You're in the middle of battle. It's.
How is that elemental looking? Because I don't. There's no
James?
health bar.
Healthish? Oh, do you not see the health bar on that?
No.
A big
Earthly.
through it that says it's dead.
Okay. I'll kind of look to Mograx and Natan and say, if things go badly, you let me know. I'm going to support Kral. I'm going to step here to be next to Kral to support him.
Yeah.
Dealing with these ones, and that'll be my turn.
Nice.
Cool. Well, it's that one's go now.
Yeah, and I'm just going to instinctively shield to take my armor class to
I think.
22.
Okay. I think the first one is going to go for burn you, and then the other one will go for crawl.
So just kill this mate.
Yeah. And you've just stepped aggressively towards it. So Burnya does a 10 hit.
No.
How about a 12?
No.
Oh dear.
Back in the blender, Sasha. Who? Back
Is it an
above half.
advantage for him? Don't forget.
Yeah, good point. Thank you. 18.
No.
That was the headbutt. The bite is 24.
You always hit me with a bite, but never with a headbutt.
I do, yeah. They're the same modifier. That is 16 halved to 8. I was chipping you down when there were like 4 or 5 of them, but with the 2, I don't think I can out damage you. But Mazdak.
Again, Mazdak, eyes closed, just concentrating, making sure this rift doesn't expand again. Again, I don't know if you want me to make some kind of check or, but yeah, that will be my go. We'll be holding on to this concentration to make sure this rift doesn't open.
Trying to think, do I want to make it interesting and just throw a check at you?
Why not? Yeah, happy to make a check.
Go on then, just make a con check, con save.
Con save.
What's more from Aura?
Is this as a concentration check? Because I get
Yes.
advantage.
Yeah, cool.
Okay.
You get +5 from my Aura.
Oh, and a plus-
+4, sorry.
+4. Okay.
I have a somewhat awkward question with the rift, given that this is the first one I face in or out of character. Does it just time out after a certain amount of time? Or is it a
Yes.
case of, the fight ends and we kind of go, see you?
I got
Stack.
a -2 to con. So I rolled a 15. So that's 13. But I get a +4 from Burger, so it's 17.
Okay, you're doing it right. It's a little bit stressful. It's a little bit draining. You couldn't keep it up forever.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're doing it right for now.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that'll be my go.
Yeah, to answer your question, Debbie, they don't immediately disappear once the fight ends. They do stick around a little bit. They sort of slowly diminish over a couple of days, and there are some effects that come with it in the area. But yeah, initially, from what the party has experienced, anything that sort of big that comes through, creatures almost come through immediately. And then there's this weird tail off to it. So you don't think you'd be sitting there fighting these things for 2 days until the rift closes.
That's good, because, I don't think anyone's magic pool will last that long.
No. Okay, that one is going for Kroll. So headbutt is 14. Bite is 16.
Nope.
That one is dead. Kroll.
Okay. So I think I'm in a decent enough position to do what I wanted to do in the first place. So, what he's gonna do basically is just Bernier will basically just quickly pull something out of his pocket, keep it in one of the pouches on his belt, and then literally just shove the little licorice stick in the side of her mouth and just now chew. And I'm going to cast haste.
Fantastic.
Nice.
Is there a haste icon? I can't find it. I have notorious amounts of trouble with this.
Yeah. It
These
should
icons.
be alphabetical, I think. So
Yeah, it's alphabetical.
there we go. I got it. There you go.
Perfect. Yeah, all of the mechanisms in Bernier's arm going double time.
Yeah.
It's almost like Kroll basically got a ripcord, just pulled the ripcord on Penny's arm.
It's a shame we don't have a nice jingle that goes with Hasted Bernier.
I did have a plan earlier on that I was going to put a wall of fire around Sasha in that hole, with the safe bit on Sasha's side and all the other beasties standing in the fire.
Yeah.
But I had already summoned the elemental and it was concentration.
Yeah.
Killed them all anyway, so I didn't bother. But I thought it'd be quite cool. She'd just be standing there safe in this ring of fire, and all these things would just be burning constantly.
Ring of fire.
I think what's the distance that a wall of fire hurts? Is it 5 feet or is it 10 feet?
It's within. I think it's within inside the fire or within 5
Yeah,
feet.
but I mean, if you did a wall, one side of it does damage, but how far away from the wall does it do the damage?
Only 5. I think it's 5 feet, or inside or within 5 feet. I think.
Yeah. You could do the ring on the outside then and face it inwards, and then Sasha's safely in the middle, but can still attack safely.
Could do. Yeah.
I still fondly remember abusing evasion on Alizana with Iniscara's Wall of Fire. Just constantly dancing through it, not taking any damage.
Was it weird? Let's see.
Um,
The wall is the other side. No, it's 10 feet.
it is 10 feet, yeah.
Yeah.
Mention, but Kroll turned to want one of these down. You can move to the other side. I've got this one contained. I can keep holding the line. You need to help them.
I want to make sure Mazdak is safe.
That will be the end of my turn.
Okay. We are at the top of the round. It is 20 past 10.
Yes.
Do we want to call it there?
I think so, because I don't think it's going to be finished in a round.
No, I don't think so.
No, it did not.
Okay, well, we will hit pause on this then. Hope we've enjoyed the fight thus far.
Absolutely.
Very much.
Yeah, so there's been some epic moves from.
Sasha go blunder.
Yeah.
Extra blender today.
Yeah, there was some absolutely clutch turns from everyone today. It's been really, really good. I know Mazdak hasn't done a lot, but I think it's important that what he's doing is
Mazdak
this.
hasn't done a lot. Mazdak has done it all. He's basically overrun at this point if he hadn't have done what he's done.
Yeah.
Yeah, who knows what else would have come out of that rift if he hadn't.
Well,
been
exactly.
exposed.
Yeah, I mean, it's
It's not how much he's done. It's what he's doing.
yeah. I mean, he's literally bending the fabric of reality to stop
Yeah.
this rift.
There's no doubt what Mazdak is doing is crazy important and has probably saved lives already.
Yeah.
The thing is, though, it just means you don't really get to do anything.
No,
in the fight.
and
But if you're
I'm
happy
fine
to-
with that.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely fine with that because the rest of the guys are doing a fucking phenomenal job in dealing with these things. Like, not even one of them has got close to Mazdak. So, you know, I couldn't really ask for better companions, really.
I've been sitting on my manoeuvring attack to just in case if any of them get close to Mazdak as an option to get you away from them without any
Right.
opportunity attacks. I considered using it to save more get more Gracks away from them at one point, but I think Mazdak is so critical that I just need to use my damage to keep more Gracks safe.
Yeah, absolutely. The other important people are Morgrax for the healing. You know, that's what the DPS and the tanks do, is save the healers. That's your whole job.
You're right
isn't
there,
it?
Bug. Feeling the gratitude. No,
James?
not paying attention.
James
Yes?
is not paying attention whatsoever. So
Oh, thinking about these searing flames. What were you saying?
I'm just saying that it was the DPS and tanks' job to keep the healers safe.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, and you are one of the healers, so
No, I'm not. I'm one of the DPS. I burn things.
yeah, of course, yeah,
He just burns for Sasha.
yeah.
Yeah.
Can't wait for the
Well,
end of Sasha's Goad when Bug gets hit by that
The cleave.
6 points of.
It's alright, he's short enough it might miss him.
Yeah. My head.
Cool.
He might end up with just a bit of a trim, a little off the top.
I do really like that mechanic of a crit being able to cleave and then you carry over damage.
Yeah.
Maybe the carryover damage should get halved or something because the blade speed would be lower. But I don't care. In the moment, it was incredible.
It
and I
was
loved it.
It was really good.
Thank you for that. That was
absolutely
epic.
epic. Yeah.
That was a lovely feature for the ambulance there.
You rolled like 62 damage and it's got 13 health left, and I just felt like, oh, that's not fair. Oh no, we'll just carry over if it's.
I need to keep that piece of paper because that's got my elemental's health in it.
Yeah, I need to friggin' remember to add my +5 to one roll because it's my elemental affinity bloody type damage I'm doing. So that last one with the immolation would have been 35, which would have put it down to 1 hit point.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, like with the fireballs, it might have.
Yeah.
Something off. Yeah. But that was good. And again, Vinny, that was brilliant, making use of the shields in an AOE spell to protect one person.
Yeah.
Super.
That was
That's
fantastic.
great, yeah.
Well, it's the first time I've been able to use it, and it like regardless of like knowing whether what Sasha does raging, she rages, we see that, and she hits harder. But I don't know that she needs to see something coming or will get advantage on it. So it's kind of like I would have done that anyway type thing. Do you know what I mean? It felt natural to do. But yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't also shield yourself on the second one at least, because you knew it was going to happen, that it'd bounce back at you.
But because it's a dex save. Oh yeah, I suppose so. I get you. Yeah. I could have done.
Oh,
But like because I'm resistant, it's like.
I've just thought I'm not going to change anything, but just mechanically, that only works within 30 feet, and Sasha is 30 feet down the pit, and you were like 20 feet above it. You shouldn't have been able to reach her.
Oh shit!
Not
Yeah.
bad.
I didn't read the side. No, that's my bad.
Okay. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
It's
It
fine.
was still epic.
It was cool.
It was
It's cool.
very
We
cool.
roll. We ball.
I mean, my radiant consumption was doing some damage as well.
Yes, yeah. I mean, that's perfect in a situation where you're surrounded. Just chippity, chippity, chip.
Yep.
Because I can add 11 to one attack, and then anything within 10 feet of me gets taken 6 damage.
Especially with your vampiric blade, where you're healing back more than the damage it does to you.
Yeah.
Because you were taking like 3 per round, but you're healing more than that from your own attacks.
Yeah, I was only taking a little bit.
So yes, I am going to have to find something to attack Sasha with that is not physical. At some point.
Force damage. It's always
Loads of
the,
spells,
always the
I think.
default.
I'm sure the last thing we fought was doing damage to me that wasn't piercing, bludgeoning, or slashing.
It was
Yeah.
fine, wasn't it?
You could
Probably.
channel in the Scar and cast Disintegrate.
Yep.
Yeah, but then if Sasha's standing next to Bernia, she gets resistance to the damage anyway.
Psychic damage.
Any spells.
Yeah, the golem was
Yeah.
Force damage.
I mean, I need something that will, like, I don't know, mind control you or something, and I can turn you against the party.
fair.
That's what I need to do. Note to self.
Yeah, we have experienced that, remember, with Grom.
Yeah.
He kept on getting, the barbarian kept on getting mind controlled.
But yes, just going back a step, Finny, you should absolutely try and disintegrate one of these creatures.
As if I got the spell chosen, isn't it? I don't know. I forgot what I've done.
Yeah, I don't know, but if you haven't as a level 11 sorcerer,
Yeah.
That's quite good. Like that has kind of like played well as well, knowing that these are like magic, reflective beasts. It's worked quite well in that it's AOE damage basically, making them make a save and then you only get it back at you if they like pass it. Otherwise,
Yeah.
any other spell is a direct
Really good
anything you do.
creature design, by the way.
Yeah.
oh, thank you.
Yeah, no.
I have a
That's-
sneaking suspicion that Kral has some blueprints in mind already to make
Yeah.
Probably.
We're all getting spell reflective armor.
Nice.
There's more of them than there are of you. It's a possibility.
Well, if you're going to do disintegrate for you got to twin it to win it.
Yes, and then I get double the chance to bounce it
Still
back.
two of your party members.
I have to pick up my next level up.
Oh no, Breeze escaped, didn't she? She didn't quite.
Only because I was monk.
Yeah. If you didn't have evasion, you'd have gone to that. I think you failed the save, and then someone pointed out evasion, and you. Yeah.
It's the one thing that slowed is. It's one thing that slowed Inaskara down in that fight. I think
That
having
was
the
good.
two of us having evasion to prevent damage.
Yeah.
I think the sort of mental anguish of actually, am I really fighting my friends? Because there were some rounds I didn't do anything. Some rounds I
Yes.
attacked, some rounds I didn't.
Send in the emotional support dragon.
That was
I do
a
still
good
really
fight.
I do still really want, like, even if it's just like a 1 or 2 shot to have of a combination of Tat Attack and Strangers. Because I feel like Yoritish and Inaskara need to meet.
I think
The
that
two
would
children
be
of Scorch.
pretty excellent.
And Milo and Navix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would be good. Right, anyway, it's getting late.
Indeed.
I know I have the day off tomorrow, but others don't. So,
Back tomorrow. Boo.
thank you all very much for playing. You're all excellent and superb people. We will be back here on Tuesday for Helleran Rising, where an equally important battle is about to happen.
We're going to beat up Gus's nan.
Yeah, we're going after Gus's granny.
Yeah. My poor Gan again.
So, yeah, we'll be back on Tuesday. And, of course, we'll be back here next Sunday for the conclusion of this fight. So, if you enjoyed, we think you're brilliant. You're fantastic. We love you. You are the best people in the world. If you didn't like it, however, well, off you fuck.